Impactful, caring, inspirational. Princess Diana was all of these to so many. Being herself is how she changed lives and made an everlasting impact. From the time she was young to the time she married into the royal family, she was loving to all around her. She was constantly busy with charity work and helping others all over the world. The princess was always in the media's eye, until she no longer could be. So what else made her the Princess Diana the world all knows and loves? A life full of overcoming challenges and struggles, which is shown throughout her life.
Princess Diana grew up very fortunate, but her childhood did have its ups and downs, which taught her so much.
It all started at Park House on July 1st, 1961, when Diana Frances Spencer was born. When she was born, her parents did not know how much of an inspiration she would be to people all over the globe.
Her father was known as the Viscount Althorp, and her mother was known as the Viscountess Althorp. Johnny Spencer and Frances Roche both provided their kids with lovely childhoods. She grew up with two sisters, Sarah and Jane, who were both older than her. In 1964, Diana Spencer's parents were relieved to finally welcome a boy, Charles Earl Spencer IX, to their earldom, which is their rank or title.
Throughout her childhood, she enjoyed her days at Park House, as it had multiple bedrooms, a pool, and other places where kids enjoy to play.
These amenities filled her days with fun and adventure, which the whole family can enjoy together.
Time passed at Park House, and Spencer's parents decided to get a divorce since they produced a male heir.
After he was born, they just felt that it was not necessary for them to stay together, since that is not what they wanted. Sadness overcame the Spencer children with the split of their parents. Diana Spencer has a vivid memory of her brother crying himself to sleep after her sisters had left for more schooling. She lived with her father even after her parents' divorce was finalized in 1969. She was more of an influence from her father since that's who she grew up with. Diana Spencer was sent to Riddlesworth Hall in Norfolk at the age of 9 to continue her schooling. Going to school at this young age most likely gave her her love of helping others, especially kids. She went on later in life keeping them in her mind. She also decided to be a kindergarten assistant after completing school in Switzerland.
It is clearly shown that Princess Diana had overcome hard times even in her childhood, which helped her move on and become such the influencer she was.
Diana Spencer was destined to have her own fairy tale with Prince Charles, or what was supposed to be one.
Her sister Sarah had once brought Prince Charles home. She had met him when she was young, but they became closer after the prince's relationship with Sarah ended. As Diana got older, she began to grow very close with Prince Charles. She got the nickname Shy Di once the engagement was announced on February 24, 1981. Being the shy, sweet girl Diana Spencer was, is why she got this fitting nickname.
Spencer and her soon-to-be husband had a 12-and-a-half-year age gap. She was a young 19 while Prince Charles was 32. Age didn't seem to faze her though, she was just happy to marry her prince.
On July 29, 1981, Diana Spencer was brought to St. Paul's Cathedral, riding in a glass carriage, as people from all over the world would watch. The wedding was filled with 2,500 people, including guests who lived across the world. The First Lady and royalty from Britain also attended. A total of 750 million people watched young Diana Spencer marry her handsome prince.
After the honeymoon of the Prince and Princess of Wales, the couple welcomed their firstborn son, Prince William, to the world on June 21, 1982. He was an heir to the throne, which is a responsibility for the newly married couple. Producing Spare for the Throne was an important thing for the Prince and Princess of Wales, and on September 15, 1984, Lady Diana had her second son, Prince Harry. Harry's birth secured the line of the royal throne.
She was a great mother to her children as she showed them new things. She wanted to be such a great mother to her children and be there for them where her mom was not for her.
As the two boys were growing up, the British monarchy was in trouble as rumors of cheating and affairs surfaced about the two's marriage.
It turns out that Prince Charles was still caught up with Camilla Shand, whom he was dating in 1970. He had not lost connection with his longtime friend throughout marriage and the birth of his kids. The affair with Camilla became known to the public in 1986. Lady Diana of Wales was extremely hurt by this and was not blind to what was happening between the two. The entire globe knew that the palace was not as perfect as it sometimes seemed when Andrew Morton wrote a book about Princess Diana. This book opened up a whole new discussion about her daily struggles in the palace. Many did not know that she had problems with eating disorders as well as depression, which was caused by stress from the paparazzi. She became very skinny and it did get lots of attention by the media. It was easy to tell that this was more than her losing a couple of pounds.
Eating disorders, whether it be anorexia or bulimia, show how an individual can turn the nourishment of the body into a painful attack on themselves.
After years of a downhill relationship and Princess Diana's personal struggles, the marriage of the Prince and Princess of Wales ended officially in late 1996. It had come to an end after years of heartache and hurting. She had lost her title as Royal Highness and would now be known as Diana, Princess of Wales.
The world was shocked because they thought the two would stay together no matter what. From the ending marriage, she would receive $23 million from Prince Charles and could keep all of her jewelry. It turned out that the two were not meant to be together, but that would not stop Lady Diana from later continuing her duties as a princess. Princess Diana stunned the world by continually helping those whom she was passionate about throughout all of her own life challenges and a public divorce. She appealed to such a wide group of people because she was a worldwide superstar, helping charities and changing the face of the royal family. Princess Diana changed the royals by showing them how to interact with more people, making them feel more modern. This was a huge part of her story and really made her stand out compared to princesses in the past. She quickly became one of the most popular members of the royal family because she always appeared at public places and helped with charity work frequently. All of Princess Diana's hard work stood out to people and made her an inspiration to many all over the globe. She was always a major focus in the media, even after the royal marriage ended. She stayed this global icon because of her ability to take time and hold conversations. A blind 16-year-old with a brain tumor enjoyed a 20-minute conversation with the princess after she got off a flight. She really tried to make time to be involved with charities, even though she loved being out and social. Shaking the hand of a man with AIDS is how she changed the mindset of many that the illness was contagious from touching those suffering. One touch from Lady Diana was all that was needed to change people's opinions. When she touched the man, it showed how much she cared because she was so important to so many. The princess used her popularity with the press for good. She was active in helping homeless people by talking to them wherever they were, along with her most famous charity work. She was active in 44 charities and made over 180 visits in 1 year. A majority of her time was spent making a difference. Lady Diana was always upbeat and cheerful when visiting charities, and always polite to staff. She worked hard for many charities all of her busy life, including lots of work for children, AIDS, and she supported the arts. It is clear that Princess Diana earned her title as the People's Princess through her charitable acts and compassion she showed to others.
The world believed that Princess Diana would always be there, but suddenly they had to come to the realization that it was not going to be that way. Due to her exhausting work schedule, she was overjoyed to go and join Mohammed Al Fayed at his estate in France.
When the time came, she was at the estate when Mohammed's son, Dodi Al Fayed, also joined. She enjoyed talking to this billionaire son of Mohammed's.
Talking to someone new was very exciting for her, and she was also ready to find a new relationship.
The two got to know each other quite well and spent lots of time together. After a vacation in Paris together, the couple checked into the Ritz Hotel for the night.
August 31st, 1997. The unthinkable happened.
The car Princess Diana was riding in was being closely followed by photographers, which caused the driver to enter a highway tunnel. The car rolled over and hit another wall. Photographers played an impact in the crash by following the couple, causing the accident. Henry Paul was the driver of the Mercedes that the two were leaving the hotel in. It was uncovered a couple days after the accident that there was alcohol in his blood, which showed that he'd been drinking.
This confirms that Paul should not have been able to drive the couple back to the apartment that they were planning on staying at that night. Our beloved Princess Diana was killed just over a year since her and Prince Charles had split. The reaction of the world was huge.
A book of sympathies was signed by hundreds of thousands of people, and over 1 million flowers were laid to celebrate Princess Diana's life. She had such a huge amount of condolences because she was so important to so many. Prince William and Harry, Earl Spencer, Prince Charles, and representatives from charities all walked behind the coffin in Princess Diana's funeral on September 6, 1997. She was followed by those whom she had loved and cared for in her lifetime. Real people felt real grief from her death when they hadn't even seen her or spoke to her once in their lifetime. So many individuals were seen crying and upset because they lost someone who represented change.
So what I say to you now, as your queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart. First, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself. She was an exceptional and gifted human being. In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness. I admired and respected her for her energy and commitment to others, and especially for her devotion to her 2 boys.
Diana Spencer's death stunned the world, but we remember not the accident, but rather her legacy.
From the beginning of her life to Princess Diana's tragic ending, she was a role model for so many. Lady Diana loved her family and those around her. She changed the lives of people and did it all while being an important aspect of the royal family. Although her life was not as long as the world wished, she will always be remembered as that caring, impactful, inspirational woman she was. Throughout everything Princess Diana overcame and accomplished in her lifetime, she is remembered most for changing the royal family forever, her hard work, and her legacy that will live on forever.